afternoon, people. Good afternoon.
Yeah, y'all don't know it, but she just made it evident.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
God wants us some. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put it out there.
One man down.
It's probably going to be the worst recording ever because Larry's already disengaged. Juan is.
I'm always engaged. I've always said that. I'm always 100%. You get 100% of what
he's 100% in the moment. I am not.
Well,
but he
we'll
is.
see.
He's not watching the game. I'm watching the game.
We
but hey,
will see.
someone chose to do this during the game. So
so for those of you who might not realize, we are recording a day early. Normally we record a day late. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Normally we record on Saturday morning. We are recording in the middle of a very important game for the Panthers. So we are recording at 1:30 on Sunday afternoon. So yeah.
Great idea. Don't know who did it, but it wasn't me.
Well, we know why we did it, and it is because of you, but that's okay. Shots fired.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's okay.
Because when people don't answer their phone calls, and we show concern, and then we have to call people's better halves.
Yeah, but you could have come by the house and found out that was a shot fired too. Yeah, but you could have come by the house, but you didn't do that. No, you didn't.
Well,
so how worried was you really? I mean, you could have skipped the step, but no, you was like, I ain't really gonna check on them. I just want to be able to recall this later. So it's all right. I love you, Kim.
If we wanted to be perfectly honest, I would have rode by your house, but my driving has been limited due to an updated condition that we don't know what's going on, but I just don't be wanting to drive too far by myself.
Until you start drinking the damn gin, Kim. Damn 6 o'clock in the morning, your ass running down the damn highway.
It definitely
sipping on gin and juice and stuff.
It definitely isn't gin, but
eating bow rounds, greasy ass bow rounds.
That's not what I'm doing, but anyway.
Ooh,
but anyway,
come on, man.
This is the week after Christmas. How was everyone's Christmas?
Hold up. Wait, see, you messing up. Hold up. Yo, we one man down. Chris ain't here.
We don't care. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, and then we have a fill-in, and then we got a fill-in guest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's start.
We got a guest.
We have a guest.
See, and I'm still on my game, even though I'm disengaged in this.
We're not going to really call her guest. We have a special appearance. Well, not appearance. A special guest.
We got our resident fill-in.
Yes.
Applause, please.
Yes, applause. Yes.
Our resident fill-in.
My blue bubble buddy.
The blue bubble buddy herself.
Yes, she's
Miss
here.
Sweet Tea.
Or good afternoon.
Sweet Tea. Oh, that's cute. I like blue bubble buddy better, but okay. Anyway, but she's filling in for Chris because Chris decided to change the climate for his Christmas. So he's not here with us. But even better, we have another female on here. So that's great.
Yay!
So now the female count is 3-1.
Oh, you're counted in the so who's the third female?
Oh, I meant no. It's 3 guys to 1 female. That was supposed to be the joke.
Oh, you messed it up.
Yeah, I messed it up.
Yeah, you need to take it back. No.
Because everybody
them
says
shots was blanks, man.
You don't think like a regular female, so that was
wow.
See, because Larry was probably
2.5 men.
that was pretty good.
Fire. Told you I was disengaged. Come on, let's get with it, man.
I'm just gonna turn my mic off.
No, don't turn your mic off. Shoot, if you turn your mic off, I ain't gonna have no material. Keep your mic on, baby. Let's do this.
Anyway, as I was saying, who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about their Christmas? We got to talk about our Christmas because we just had it.
I got homemade vegan Christmas tree cakes. Courtesy of your blue bubble buddy. It's the best.
Homemade.
I share, but we got them. They were amazing.
They were better than Little Debbie.
Oh.
Forget you, Big Deborah.
Yeah, because I
Heavy
shared
Debbie.
a piece of mine with Nakaya. She's like, "Oh, Mom, you can really like taste the cake in the middle." I was like, "Yeah, you can't taste the cake with the little Debbie's cake."
Yeah, my daughter said that took 40 days and 40
Hey,
days.
Yeah, and they were well worth it.
Yes.
Well, worth
I want to see some zebra cakes up out of you soon.
Okay, I can do that.
Zebra.
Yeah, because the zebra
Those
cakes are
octagon
square,
shape,
so
right?
yes.
Oh, those are square?
Yeah.
No, the
okay.
hexagon. No.
I thought
No.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she
Either
said
hexagon or
Christmas trees
octo.
are going to be like a rarity.
Yeah, they were hard.
Because they were difficult because of the shape. but-
Yeah, and they fall apart when I try to dip them.
Hey,
Oh.
anything is
Hey,
delicious. Look,
As
oatmeal
far as I'm
cake,
concerned,
good
you ain't
with
got to dip
anything.
mine. You can just lay them flat and drizzle them and just let it go around the edge. I'm all right. Give me raw cake on the bottom.
He just wants the cake.
If not, put your little, down on the bottom, enough where you can get a spatula upon it, then drizzle it over the top. You know what I'm saying? And if it's ugly edges, it's okay. I eat ugly edges too.
See, we
I done
eat
ate a
ugly
lot
stuff. We
uglier
eat
things, I
ugly
promise
stuff.
So I was for Christmas Eve. I went down with her family. I said, "Yeah, you can tell people that's used to stuff versus people that ain't." Her family be like critiquing and stuff. I'm like,
That's good.
"This is
What's wrong?
beautiful. What is happening?" They be like, "Mom, I think you left out like the nutmeg," and I'm like, "What's happening right here?"
It tastes delicious. What are you doing?
My family just be like,
Girl, this is the bomb.
this ain't no ordinary Ritz right here.
What is this? This is the special one. Be like, no, that's the one that's messed up. Be like, oh, they taste delicious. We love them. They're a little burnt. We can't tell, honey. We thought they were black and that we didn't know.
Thought they was Cajun.
Yeah.
It's Cajun. It's an acquired taste, baby. Everybody they can't eat your cooking, but we love it.
We love it, honey. It is the bestest. But let's not say that we're not used to having anything. We just know how to appreciate everything in life.
Yes,
the
much
good,
better
the bad,
statement.
and sometimes the ugly. We know how to appreciate it all.
Yeah, I've eaten the whole box of the ugly, so now I have nothing but the good left. I will start eating them this week.
Well, can I have a pretty one?
No.
Uh-oh. Play her down.
Okay. But anyway, your Christmas was really good then, Juan?
It was.
Okay,
It
that's
was.
good. That's good. You got everything you wanted for Christmas?
Yes.
Great. Yay, 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 yay. We'll let the girls go last. Larry, how was your Christmas?
All right. My Christmas was pretty good. Got to spend some time with the pops.
Awesome. How's he doing?
What you doing?
It's good to have him here. I mean, we
Yeah.
take any condition. I mean,
Yeah, but we had good time with the family and everything. I cooked another brisket.
a brisket boy.
Boy, them jokers be
He be
boy.
brisket. He be brisket.
And this one I didn't burn. It wasn't like super overcooked,
Nice.
I might go for cooked
but it still
brisket.
wasn't right. But everybody still enjoyed it. What?
And I guess for me, when people be saying it, I'd be like, look good. Because a lot of
did I
stuff
send you
don't
the
eat.
picture?
You know,
Oh.
no, but I'm
Oh.
saying most of the time, like the brisket edges you bought or whatever. You was like, yeah, well, I didn't do such and such when you bought it.
The bird is.
I
Oh,
was like,
see,
these-
but
those
that
look
was
delicious. I
brisket.
would-
No, I did that with pork. That was the thing. I was doing. I was
They're always looking
riffing.
good
I was
to me.
riffing. So I had the pork, so I cut that up and I did that like I would do burnt ends.
Stuff be looking so good. Now I don't eat it, but
But
it looks
usually
so good.
a cook is harder on their
Self,
stuff than
yeah.
ever than what other people
Well, yeah,
are.
I mean because you have a
Because you
certain.
know what your vision
Yeah,
is.
exactly. You know
I
what your
cook.
vision is. You know what your goal is. And it's like a lot of times there's a certain technique or certain care, and of course, not everyone is going to be right. It's like every cake you bake, doesn't you know what I'm
It
saying?
get better and better.
You know what I'm saying? But each one is a little different. It may be a little bit more humid or less humid, that day or whatever. And so you got to know the little nuances and know that it makes a difference and know what difference that it makes. So it's little stuff like that, and I'm not a baker, but I know that much about baking. But
I don't know.
yeah, so as far as grilling when it comes to that, yeah. So anyway, back to my Christmas. My wife tried to buy me some clothes, which was very sweet.
Well, that's good.
Nice. It's always good when your
It's good.
significant other says your fashion sense is trash. You need me to get you something.
Oh no, she was just feeling bold, and she was like, "But you know, she did good. We just got to go back and redo some sizing, but that's okay."
That's because you've been picked up a little bit of weight here lately.
She bought you what she views your size as versus what your size is.
She sees you in a medium. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
No, she see me in the extra large and the medium. I mean, no, she see me in the large and the medium. Yeah.
Wow, how sweet.
Old boy ain't got the ass he used to have. You know what I'm saying? The old, yeah.
You ain't wide on the backside.
The old black stallion ain't what he used to be. There.
He's like a pony now. He's a pony.
Yeah, but it was some real cool stuff. She got me some stuff to go with my Jordans.
Nice.
You know, I just ordered me a couple pairs of Jordans. So yeah, she got me stuff to go with that, and that was really cool.
That was good.
My son, being the crafty dude that he is, he made me something.
What do you mean?
He made me a pillow, but it's so funny. I don't know how he even knows about these. Y'all remember the pillows back in the day that you would put on the couch or in your recliner, and they had the pockets on the front so you could put your
remote and stuff.
So he made me one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I didn't even realize what it was. I'm like, oh, it's a pillow with pockets on it. And he was like, yeah. He was like,
it's like, but you can put it when you're sitting up. You can
Yeah.
stuff your remote or your cell phone in there or
cell
whatever.
phone. Yeah, I put my beer in it and the remote. And my cell phone was on the charger on the man, and then I kicked my recliner back.
You can probably do a special order for those because I need me one.
I be telling him, man, and it's not real big. It's about that big right there. It's about 12 by 12. You know, just enough to just
stick it right there.
Yeah, just prop it up and they have everything right there.
So
that was good. Yeah, but it's like,
how did he know?
what your 22-year-old ass know about that? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
he probably seen it on an old spin back of a
I don't
YouTube
know,
or something.
but he did it all himself, and that was freaking awesome. So shout out Squirt.
Yeah. Y'all can't call him Squirt no more.
Shoot, I can call
He
him
always
Squirt.
gonna be Squirt.
He always gonna be Squirt.
Every time I see him, I be like, hey, Squirt.
Yeah, he's 6'5".
It's a huge squirt.
Yes. It's like a splatter.
He was.
That's disgusting.
Like I said. Why do I call him Squirt? I call him Squirt because no matter how big he get,
that's what he was.
He's always gonna be daddy's little squirt.
That's terrible.
Touche.
That's terrible.
Can you remember this?
Terrible. That's terrible. No, Larry.
Ski.
No.
See, it'd been worse if I named him Skeeter.
God, that's so.
So he just squirt.
That's so terrible. That's not how you got.
The boy was 8 pounds when he was born. What else am I gonna call him besides Squirt?
That's a big baby.
Exactly. He grew up to be a big man.
He has. Our kids have
A
really
very big, creative man.
grown. But anyway, your Christmas. Oh, so you're done with your. How was your Christmas, Blue Bubble Wedding?
It was good. It was good. We had Christmas Eve at my daughter's house, and everybody spent the night except my middle daughter and my youngest daughter, but everybody else spent the night. And then we got up the next morning and opened presents. We had breakfast. We cooked breakfast and had shrimp and grits and
Yum.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Awesome.
Everyone was there. The kids all got what they wanted. All the grandkids were happy.
All of them were happy?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, they were happy. Yeah.
That's good. We know somebody didn't get a puppy, but it's okay.
They did not get a puppy.
And they never will.
They never will, yeah, until they get older. Because Daddy said no. He
even with all those beautiful pictures.
He put it right on Instagram. The answer's still no. That's what he said. Yes. Sorry.
That was real cute.
Yeah,
that was real cute.
But nah.
Keep
Treasure
that
them.
cuteness where it was at.
Save them so you can look back at them.
Oh,
Because it's
wow.
not happening.
You can go over there with Nana anytime you want to go see your puppy. You can call him your puppy if you want to.
But your puppy won't be living with us.
Yes.
Right now, baby, you just got a good friend. You got a good friend.
As long as you have access to it, though, do you actually need a puppy of your own?
Yeah.
That would be my thought process. Like, you have access to puppy anytime you want access to puppy.
Not really.
So you don't need to have a puppy.
She only has access when someone brings her.
Yeah.
And when they're available. That's not
true.
anytime.
See? That's
Okay, I've
right.
seen how y'all interact with her, and anytime she wants to have access, y'all would
Not
allow it. Y'all be like, okay,
we're gonna just ride up there for a few minutes.
Yeah.
No.
Because she could see everybody while she was up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's my little friend. She's my little friend.
It's coming.
Yeah, she doesn't even have access to me every time she wants it. So I know she don't have access to a puppy every time.
Touche.
She wants it.
See, I was gonna say touche. You
Yeah.
beat me to it. See.
No. So that means you got to get a puppy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Not me. No puppies for
You
me.
tried to slip one in, but
no, thank
it
you.
was blocked. It was blocked. Real quick. Real.
So how was your Christmas, King? I'm sorry, were you
Yes.
done?
I am. How was your
My
Christmas?
Christmas was great. It was great. I worked. It was really good. I got to spend some time with my family before Christmas, and
because you got to be off on Christmas Eve.
I did.
That was Christmas Eve, right?
That was Christmas Eve that we had our little family
Yeah.
gathering.
No, that wasn't
No, it
Christmas
wasn't.
Eve.
That was Saturday.
That was a Saturday.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Whatever day it was, I got to spend time with my family, and that's all a girl could ask for. But my Christmas was a very my day after Christmas was. We're not going to talk about the day after
Because
Christmas.
Santa Claus bought her Vertigo. Vertigo, Santa.
Thank you for bringing me Vertigo for Christmas. This is what every woman
Was
my
it
age
everything?
wants.
Was it everything you thought it would be?
I think it's everything that I
Hello,
hate,
hello.
but it's okay.
She's
Because-
at a place called Vertigo.
And that's why Sammy said he don't come to her house.
Well, maybe plus should not come to my house either, because I didn't know what it. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't know, but we're guessing that's what it is according to what they're not telling me. It ain't, so we're just saying what it could be. But
What does your resident nurse say?
my resident nurses, we're troubleshooting with CPAPs and things like that, because like all day yesterday I was sitting around with the CPAP on.
Just during the day? Just breathe.
Trying to get your pulse out, right?
Yeah, because they say when sometimes when you use your CPAP, it releases like carbon dioxide, whatever it is, the bad stuff.
Dioxide.
So it's like maybe you could just been over.
Too much carbon dioxide in
Yeah.
there. Do you need an air impurity sensor?
No.
I think I have a sensor. I could put it together.
No. I just needed to kind of clear up. And then the medicine makes me groggy, so I don't like it. So, but then he's like, when your head starts to feeling swimmy, you need to take the medicine. And I'm like, but then I'll be out, and I'll be starting to be like, and so I don't like that feeling.
Kind of like a heroin addict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like that.
But they always seem so happy.
Well, I'm usually happy.
My head starts feeling swimming. I just like to lean into it. I'll spin around.
Yeah. Well,
I just-
see, that's not.
I just spin around.
not-
I'm
He just
lean
spin
in.
around,
Yeah.
Like,
He'd be like
I
the
think-
little girl from that movie. Be like, what are you waiting for? Oh, what are you waiting for? Spinning around in the middle of the road.
But it's bad when you're laying down and your head is spinning. So what do you do when you land? Like
You take one foot and put it on the floor.
I usually get a trash can and lay it beside the bed because I know what's coming next.
It doesn't work like that. Because I've had no
Either that, I
nausea,
just get up and crawl into the bathroom
no
because you know
nausea,
what's happening.
No vomiting. I've had none of that. That's
Oh,
not
see, that
even-
means
It's
you need
none
to
of
drink more because that's
So,
what it is.
of course, doctors, they throw everything out. Well, maybe you're really dehydrated. I'm like, bro, I drink water all the time. So I went bought me some, when I went to the grocery store yesterday, got some little hydration pack.
Girl,
But I
you better
already
get you
had
some
them.
liquid IV.
Well, this is, to me, it's like one and the same. I mean, the ones I got were Propel
that's passing
hydration.
the
So y'all still ain't made a point yet. So,
It's okay. That's going to be a pass interference call right
but
there.
That's right. That's going to get us where we need to be.
okay, whatever y'all say. Whatever y'all say.
Yeah. Okay.
But other than that, Christmas and Vertigo goes hand in hand, I guess.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Now, Christmas would
Just some
definitely
blurry
not be my favorite.
Just some blurry
holiday.
stuff.
Yeah, but it's okay. I got a lot of nice things.
He ain't really hold him up that much.
Tell us about a few of your favorite things.
A few of my favorite things I got Little Debbie cake that I ate some at work, and
You missed the opportunity.
Oh.
Whiskers on kittens.
No, I didn't want to say because I don't like kittens.
Brown paper packages tied up with
A string. Those are none of my favorite things. Those are none of my favorite.
When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad.
I don't even know the words to that song, bro.
She simply remembers her favorite things. Then she
I
don't
start to
feel
so bad.
sad.
I feel very bad. But anyway,
Words, Cam.
I did know, but it was I
It's
don't
the
like
greatest
whiskey.
musical of all time.
Yeah, but that's not my joint. You know? That's not my joint. But
Okay,
I got
yep,
a very
yep.
restful. I got a relaxing Christmas this year because almost every gift I got was about pampering. So it was really like just like spot on.
You got a bunch of Pampers? That's cool.
Pampers. Yeah,
Good job.
I got bedding. I got
She said effing compliments. I got it covered.
bedding. I got a really nice, warm, and smooth, soft robe.
You good?
I got some gift cards. I got some what you call it? Something to my nail spa. I got this really good some stuff
Crispity, crunchity,
stuff.
peanut
Really
buttery, whatchamacallit.
stuff is relaxing. Stuff that helped with me to relax. I got a really nice
Oh, I got a little something for you. I'm gonna bring you too to help you relax too, baby.
oh Lord.
Yes, sir.
I'm scared already. I don't know. I don't know if I can have it.
Indica.
I've been in the since Friday. So
Because that's what the indica will put you in the couch.
I've been in the since Friday. This is
It don't matter. I got
this
some
is the
sativa
worst.
too.
Look, my weekend has been non-productive. Very much non-productive.
Do you have productive?
I mean, like you said, I do stuff. I go places. Friday, I spent all day at the hospital. Yesterday,
That's somewhere.
Yeah, well, there's nowhere I want to be. I mean, on a regular day off, I would never spend, not unless I was working. And then I don't work in healthcare no more. The hospital is the
Yeah,
best
you
place I ever
would.
wanna
If there
be.
was a bunch of people that needed to be seen, if there was like 6 people that you loved, you would spend a day going around.
I mean, but that's totally different. I was just sitting there
Whatever.
looking
You
like
said that
okay,
wouldn't be how you would do
that
your day
would-
off,
well, that
but you would do that on your day
Well, I
off.
would
So
do that if
okay.
it was my people, but not there just sitting there waiting, like waiting.
So you didn't say you was waiting. You just said you was there.
Yeah, I was there waiting.
You just said you was there.
Waiting and waiting.
go for that.
And
Yeah,
waiting.
that would suck.
But yeah, this weekend has not. I ain't done nothing all weekend. Nothing I wanted to do really. But oh well. Just happy to have a weekend off.
Yeah, we gotta take that.
Take it how you get it. So, but hopefully it'll be a better week. Weekly news, Juan.
I have zero news.
Are you serious?
No news happens at Christmas.
News always happens at Christmas.
Okay, I didn't watch any news.
Okay, I was gonna say
Christmas.
news happens at Christmas. Oh God.
Or at least I didn't write any news down.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh,
Well, that's
ooh.
fine.
Pulling back
that
slow.
makes it even better. We can just go right into our
Little clip.
we have clips. Yes.
All right, here we go.
Are we ready, Larry? Are we listening?
Yeah, let's go.
Terrible. He's terrible.
I told you what I was gonna do when I started doing it. Before I started doing it. Ooh, did the tush push work?
Right. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Ready. Larry's ready. He's listening.
Fellas, quick lesson. Your woman's chaos is
Hang on. There we go.
not a glitch. It's not. Fellas, quick lesson. Your woman's chaos is not a glitch. It's not a software bug. You don't need to fix it, update it, or reboot it. Her emotions comes in seasons. Sometimes it's sunny. Sometimes it's hurricane warnings with no fucking rain yet. Your job is not to argue with the weather. Your job is to bring a jacket and stay the fuck calm. The moment you try to logic her feelings away, like, okay, if we think about it rationally though, congratulations, you just fucking made it worse. Now you're fighting emotions with math. Good luck, professor. Her chaos isn't there to fucking destroy you. It's there to test if you're fucking solid like you say you are. Can you stay grounded when she's expressive? Or do you fold the moment things get fucking loud? Strong men, we don't panic. We don't fucking run. We don't take it the fuck personal. We stay present, and somehow the chaos chills on this fucking own. Stop trying to win the fucking argument. Stand firm. Breathe. Listen. Love her when she's calm and when she's fucking passionate. Because the real flex isn't controlling the chaos. It's being unshaken by it. Boom. Save your ass $35K in marriage counseling fees and fucking therapy. Now Venmo me $5. Fellas, quick lesson.
We'll start with Larry.
Okay, well,
Okay, well, I wasn't really listening. But
no, I was.
Oh, yay.
I was kind of listening. I
Good.
didn't watch it well, maybe I did watch that one before. But, you can't pigeonhole all men. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to say, if you a solid dude, this how you gonna handle stuff now. And first of all, he's got to be under 50. Now that I am 50, I only got one fuck to give. And that fuck, I have been told by numerous people, I need to keep that in my pocket. I can't get, I had already said I'd already give my last fuck. I ain't had no more fucks to give. And then, so I was, instructed and educated. I got to have at least one more in the pocket because you never know. You know what I'm saying? That's,
well, let's say
that's my ace in the hole. You know what I'm saying? My last fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
The 49-year-old you then. Because people use 50 as an excuse. But even at 45, 46, 47, 48, you start transitioning into that,
Yes, I really don't give. Yeah, I mean, at this point in life, it's like, for me, it's like, I understand what he's saying. And if you like 27, 28, something like that, fuck it. If you even 30, that might work. But once you, up in your 40s, he didn't really look like he was in his 40s. And if it is, he still think, he one of them 40-year-olds that still be walking around, with like super skinny jeans and, some more bullshit. I'm, what I'm saying? He probably still listen to Soulja Boy and shit. So I'm just saying, nah. He's not. That's not anything that I can really get with. Next.
Wow. I'll tell you what you like to go next.
Sure.
We could do ping ping. Ping ping ping.
Ping ping ping. Ricochet rabbit.
I think he's just saying don't try to manage a woman's emotions when she's emotional. I think he's just saying give support. Because, I feel like 9 out of 10 women, regardless of age, when they're emotional about something, they don't want to hear your different opinion.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear the logic about it because they're emotional in that moment. They just want support. Like, just support. That's it. So
what does support look like? And
you have to know your woman.
Yeah,
everyone's support is different. My support may be just hold me, just if your woman comes and sits on your lap,
do you tell the man that first?
Right, that means rub your back.
Do you tell the man that first?
You've probably told him many times. If I'm like this, then this is what I need.
Okay, gotcha.
If I'm upset, this is what I need. I don't need you to do this. What I need is this. I need you to listen to me, or I need you to. If I come and lay on your lap, I need you to rub my back. If I come and I do this, this is what I need. And so most people have, or some people have given that reference already. So when they have those moments, they're not wanting you to say where you were wrong. When we're emotional, we don't want to hear where we were wrong. We don't want to hear how someone else could not have been wrong. We just want support in how we feel. Like, just validate. We need feeling validation. Don't try to change my feelings in that moment. We can come back and talk to it later, but in the moment when I'm emotional, I don't want to hear how the other person might be thinking, because in that moment I don't care how they think. I'm worried about my own feelings. So I think all he's saying is, when women are emotional, don't try to change it. Don't
be a man about it.
Pretty much. Don't
but
try
that's
to
cool.
Don't try to tell someone how they should feel in the moment when they're already experiencing the emotion.
I understand that, but I feel like a lot of times when men try to be men in those situations, when women just need support, a lot of times the men haven't been told how to support you. They haven't been told how to read the signs, like you just clearly said. If I come to you, and I just lay my head on your shoulder, you know what I'm saying? I just need to be held. If I come in and I sit down beside you and I lay in your lap, I need my back rubbed. You know what I'm saying? It gives a man something to read. That's very clear communication to us that I don't think many people, I ain't never had it.
I think the communication aspect of it is big, because by nature, typically
a man is a problem solver.
I'm not going to say all men, but typically a man is going to want to you know,
we gonna recognize it. We
be like,
fix
hey,
the
I know you're
problem.
feeling like this, but I think communication is big. I mean, and that's one of the things that I've grown to appreciate about you is that we have had that discussion. Mm-hmm. I don't need you to fix it. If I'm feeling this, we can talk about it later. And because I'll explode if I don't get to be like, well, this is what needs to happen.
Yeah.
I'll explode, and so I get an opportunity to come back and espouse all of my
you can revisit it
later. But
you can revisit
in the moment, I understand. You know, this is what you're wanting right now.
Do you though?
Most of the time, I'm not perfect. Most of the time,
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Right.
He's working on it.
But it's important that you and your partner have a good communication, a level of communication where y'all can get to a point. Not a perfect point, but a point of understanding.
Yeah, a point of understanding and a point of where, you know, but that takes a certain amount of vulnerability from each side.
Yeah.
Because she has to be vulnerable enough to say that when I do this, this is what I really need.
Yeah.
And he's got to be vulnerable enough to be like, I don't know how to handle this situation, but if you can give me some kind of lead off, some kind of direction, give me something I can follow.
But
what's the philosophy? Tell me what you want.
yeah, but
But even in the telling, you still have to be mindful in those moments because people are still going to be who they are.
Well,
people are still going to be who they are, and guys naturally want to fix things, and so you have to sometimes, even in those moments, have to be reminded that this is what I need. That's when you got to be mature enough to let it go and give the person what they need. As opposed to continuing or even notice once you've been told. Notice that what you're saying is causing the problem to be worse or getting the person upset, and then learn how to peel back.
Right.
Yes, and that's I'll agree with that because I know I have been espousing solution, and I'm like, wait. This ain't that moment,
I missed
is
it.
it?
I missed it.
This ain't that moment.
But you know, but there's value in that. There's value in that. There's learning.
You just want me to shut up, huh?
I mean, but there's value in that, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because now you worked on something. You know what I'm saying? But without that initial direction, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's where I think a lot of the whole men versus women thing. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of women out there that they have what I call unspoken expectations. They don't tell you how to handle or what you're doing means or how to read what they're doing.
And I think that's what he's saying. And I think that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying when she comes to you with the issue, don't automatically try to fix it. Listen, just listen. And if you have a question, like, don't just go on your own and try to be the guy. Listen to her and then just ask questions. What do you need from me in this moment?
Yeah.
Like, he's just saying, don't automatically go into every emotional situation trying to come up with a plan. Yeah. Because that's who you are.
See, I didn't take it. I took it as him saying that a real man just lets the woman explode emotionally and just doesn't do anything.
That's not what he said at all. That's because you want to input.
Yeah.
That's because you want to input. That's because you want to give input and you want to fix the situation. That's why you hear that. All he's saying is don't try to take it upon yourself to manage someone else's emotions. Ask that person what they need because it's not your emotion, it's theirs. And you inputting yourself into that situation could possibly just make the situation worse. And then now you both crashing out because you done said the wrong thing, and then she's upset, and now it's an argument when it doesn't have to be because it's not even about you. It's about this person's emotions. So I think that's all he's saying is don't try to manage someone else's emotions. When your woman is emotional, don't try to manage her emotions.
Let her be who she is.
Let her feel her emotions and figure out what she needs from you in that moment. I think that's all he's saying, and I think that can fit in all the different situations.
But that looks different because all right, so like for me, my personal choice is it's like okay, I can when I see you crashing out, spinning out, whatever you want to call it, when you're doing what you're doing, I'm okay. I'm gonna let you have your moment, and I'm gonna walk off. I'm not gonna be that dude to be like, baby, what does it need to do, baby, you okay? Do you need this? Need that? No. So, but sometimes that gets mistaken as I don't care. No, it doesn't. It's me giving you the space to be you and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So without that without that instruction, like I was saying before, hey, if I spin out, I need, this is, sometimes I just need a minute. If I lay, in your lap, I want my back rub, what I'm saying? If I come a huggy, I just need to be held for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Rub my head, tickle my booty hole, whatever you like. But
tickle my booty hole.
But is that because communication is two ways. Is that something you communicate openly? It's like, listen, when you start spiraling, I'm gonna check out.
Yeah.
Okay, touche.
Yeah.
Because for us, I know that is a conversation that we have had. I'm like, listen, I've ran into issues with this in the past. So are you okay with me vomiting opinion onto your and analyzing your emotional state? They said, are you okay with this? And she's like, no, I am not. No.
Well, now you know.
When I'm emotional, rub my back and hug me.
Yeah.
And we can come back and you can vomit all the analytical stuff you want to later.
I am no longer emotional. When it is no longer affecting me to the point where I can't really hear the rational, what's rational in this situation. I don't want to hear the other person's perspective.
Right.
Typically when a woman is upset, we don't care about anybody else's perspective except ours, and you have to wait until we are in that moment where we can hear that.
Like the flu, let it run its course.
Exactly.
Okay. And you should see me sometimes when I'm rubbing her back. I'm like,
yeah.
Can I say one word?
Because he want to say something so bad. Yes.
Just put your ball gag in, man. Just put your ball gag in.
Why I'm wrong.
Just say,
put
the other person's perspective.
Make him put his ball gag
But
in.
this is what you hear. But this is what you hear when you're emotional. Because if you give a differing opinion, you're telling me why I'm wrong. And in that moment, I don't feel wrong because I get to feel my feelings. I get to feel how I feel about it. And so I need a moment to process that before I start hearing what the person on the other end feels, even though that's the person that did something to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the time that most women need to just
soak it all
process
in.
it. Yes, we need processing time. And so if you're our person and we're trying to feed it all to you supposed to just listen, ask us what we need. And then let's move forward with that. What do you need from me in this moment? Yeah. Just ask the question if you don't know what it is.
That's good.
That was close.
That was all right.
Yeah.
And Kim gave zero input.
No, because look, I'm sitting here like that is so. I mean, that's so true. I mean,
spot on. Yeah. So what you got to add to that, Kim?
Shut up, Larry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wait on you.
Touche to what she says.
You can't use touche. You got to give an opinion first, and then you can touche an opposite viewed opinion as to what you said. That is accepting. That is the gracious way of accepting defeat.
That is my thoughts as well. But I'm just going to say also, it's important that you and your partner have understanding of your communication. I mean, like you have to communication is very important in a relationship.
See, you tried to take it off on the whole Chris tip.
No, I did not. But I'm saying, communication is very important. And if you're with somebody and you don't understand how they go through or process or go through just go through life. It's important that, y'all take that time to, figure each other out, because communication is important. A lot of relationships tank because of communication, because people misunderstand something so simple. So, know her, listen to her, be there for her, and vice versa. I mean, she has to know you, listen to you, and be there for you as well. So y'all can, if y'all want to be, together. If y'all don't want to be together, you ain't got to listen. She ain't got to listen. And she'll be like, okay, well, you'll be all right. Holler at me when you over this little tantrum you're having. And then, and then that person's like, oh my God, they never even cared. So communication's important.
Yeah.
So I agree. Touche. Now, Larry.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Next.
How many we got this week?
There was a bunch of them.
It's
Really?
like 5 or 6 of them.
Oh,
We
wow.
probably
Like a
won't make it
bunch
through
of
all of them.
I didn't do none of them, so.
Listen, he was already disengaged at the beginning of the week. Terrible.
Here we go.
How does that work with you and your wife? Like, is she more like laid back?
My wife is she's everything that a woman's supposed to be.
soft-spoken, elegant, extremely laid
with
back,
you.
extremely.
When y'all get in an argument,
There's
what does she do?
We don't do arguments.
Okay.
We don't argue.
If you guys get in a disagreement, what does she do?
She does what grown women do. She lets me be right until I realize I'm wrong.
The hell is he saying?
Say it again.
That was hard. Say it again.
She allows me to be right until I come back and realize I'm wrong. That's what smart
So
women
when
do.
you come
Ladies,
back
that's a new
and realize
standard.
you're wrong,
It could
Damn, he dated an Asian chick? What his chick look like?
what if you never realize it?
If you looked at your phone earlier in the week, you would
You know, as you talk, it cuts out our audio on the thing.
Oh, I did not know that.
If you guys get in a disagreement, what does she
She
do?
does what grown women do. She lets me be right until I realize I'm wrong. Damn. That's how grown women navigate. Yeah, I deal with feminine
Wait,
women.
say it again.
That was hard. Say it again.
She allows me to be right until I come back and realize I'm wrong. That's what smart
So
women
when
do.
you come
Ladies,
back
that's
and
a new
realize you're
standard.
wrong,
It could be when I leave. I could go get in my car. It could be a day. It could be
what if
2
you
days.
never realize it?
She knows what kind of man she got. I'm gonna realize it.
She does what grown women do. She lets me be right until I realize I'm wrong. This is so good, y'all, because this is something that I've been trying to master. And when I say it takes a level of maturity, self-control, and surrendering that pride, because that's ultimately where the need to be right comes from, pride. And as a woman, as a feminine woman who wants to be led by her husband, being argumentative will get you nowhere. It's going to get you the exact opposite of what you want out of your husband. You're trying to one-up him. And on top of that, you are waiting on the moment that he finds out that he was wrong. Like, that is the highlight of your week. No, this is the wrong heart posture to have. Like she said, she was like, well, when do you come back to admit you're wrong? And what if you don't? Who cares? Unless it's life or death or someone could get hurt, who cares? What's more important is understanding that it's not your place to correct him. Let God handle it. And a lot of times the women that have an issue with this, it only shows your lack of faith. He doesn't need you to correct your husband. And most of the time, they will turn around and let you know that you were right. Just shh, be quiet. No need to argue. Let him be right. It doesn't matter. God got your back. And remember that.
Does that work with you and your wife?
Okay, so I think we should start with you, faithless. I'm just kidding.
With us what?
So the more I think about this, the more I disagree. Because at first I was kind of on the cuff about it, like whether or not I agree or disagree with this. But the more I listen to it and I hear it and I take it in, the more I disagree, because they spoke about God and they spoke about spirituality and marriage and all of this. And marriage is a helpership. It is a partnership. It is a part of God's counsel for the husband and for the wife. And the Bible consistently talks about good counsel and seeking wisdom and things like this. And sometimes that wisdom comes through the words of the woman. If you withhold that, you're being passive, not submissive. Passivity and submissiveness are two different things. And not speaking wisdom into your husband is being passive. And that's not what God has ordained marriage to be. That is something set for, like, sometimes that is God speaking when it comes from you. That sometimes that is God's word, because if you pray and God is saying you should say this, that is how he's helping you. And if you don't do that, you're the one being disobedient. And I'm not saying argue.
Vibrating? What is happening?
And I'm not saying argue. I'm just saying you shouldn't be passive in situations, because like what they're saying is, he's saying, we don't argue. We don't even disagree, because she just lets me be right until I realize I'm wrong. And I'm like, how are you going to realize you're wrong? What if you don't realize it? And then she's saying, well, if you never realize it, what does it matter? You're just trying to one up your husband. No, that's why the Bible says iron sharpens iron. You have to be sharp in order for your husband to be sharp. Not necessarily in order for him to be, but you are a part of what helps to make him sharp. If you're not doing your part, then you're not doing your part. Like, you have to do your part by those things that you know, like the things that God has entrusted you with, and those things that you're knowledgeable about. If your husband doesn't know those things, or if he's not as well spoken on those things as you are, and you're able to impart that into him, then I think that you're doing a good thing. And I think that is what the Bible speaks about when they're talking about finding a woman means you find a good thing for your life. It doesn't mean that you find someone who's going to be passive and allow you to do whatever you want, because you ain't found nothing if they're not going to do anything to change, not change you, but if they're not going to do anything to help encourage your growth, then you haven't found anything.
That right there, what she said.
I agree with what you're saying to an extent.
He just don't want to agree.
Well, no, because I think that because I think part of her premise is off because you made the statement that he said that, and I might have just misheard because I am looking at the game also.
So you're not focused.
No, I mean I think I'm focused. I think I am focused, but I might not be as focused as I think I am. But I didn't hear him say we don't even disagree. I did hear him say we don't argue.
He said that. He said, no, we don't argument. We don't even disagree. That's exactly what he said.
I remember hearing that.
He said, we don't argue. We don't even disagree because she lets me be right until I realize I'm wrong, is what he said. And I'm like, no, she should always, not always, but anytime there is, yeah, she should come in and give that opposing if that needs to be said. Like, because if you're clearly wrong, if your wife knows it, that's the person God has put in your life. He has placed you two together to be wisdom and counsel for each other. And if she doesn't do that, and I'm not saying argue, I'm not saying go back and forth with him, but you need to drop it. You need to drop that wisdom, and then you don't have to argue about it after that. So that's why I said I agree to a certain extent, because yes, you should drop that wisdom. You should not be passive and withhold what you know your husband needs to know.
And I agree that she shouldn't be passive. And like I said, I misheard. I didn't think he said we don't even disagree because we discussed it Friday or whenever we was listening to it initially, and it was you should if you have a dissenting opinion, yes, voice it, but the back and forth shouldn't happen. You voice your dissenting opinion,
and now you pray about it.
Yeah,
that sounds. I mean,
because you dropped it and then you let God do His thing because you're praying to Him at this point. You're not arguing with your husband. And that I can sit with that.
Yeah, but to sit and let somebody just be
that just sit there and be wrong, and I know it. I'm a horrible wife.
Yeah, see, for me, the whole thing was everything that he said was the whole reason. Like that was the definition of a woman's fear of obeying and honoring. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of misconception that that's what it's supposed to look like. So to me, that sounded like that was every woman's nightmare of what honoring and obeying looks like. I just followed this joker until he realized he wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he said that's a smart woman. He said a smart woman. Grown woman. Smart woman. Like, you're not grown or smart if you don't just let your man look stupid in front of everybody else and you never say anything.
Yeah,
but
I don't see that as being grown or smart.
Well, I agree. What if he on crack? What if he taking the car and he's selling everything out the house? Now
a certain point of that is
and you got a crackhead and he's selling shit out the house and he's like, this is the way that we need to be. You know, because we need to help other people that are less fortunate than us.
Like you're on crack.
But a certain level of that is the woman. You're assuming that the woman has picked a suitable mate. There's a certain level of culpability that you're like, okay, this is with the intent that you've picked someone who's a sensible mate. It's not. You know, you married Billy the crackhead.
No, but just because you didn't marry Billy the crackhead don't mean Billy didn't turn into a crackhead in the midst of your marriage.
And
because I know for a fact
the same thing applies. There comes a level where it's like that whole submission thing is within reason. If you know you don't have a reasonable leader, that kind of goes out the window. And I think that's the way the Bible was intended. I don't think it's just anybody you marry.
That ain't what that dude was talking about.
Yeah.
And that ain't what that chick was on. Neither one of them was on the Bible, I don't think. Just my opinion. I mean, really. What you think, Kim?
I think that to sit, like he said, what he said, I think he just maybe hopefully he misworded it. I'm hoping. Because I think that would be very stupid to be with my partner and know that they're wrong and not say nothing. I mean, that's not smart of anyone. That's like, I mean, you could flip it. Even if a man knows his wife is saying something wrong, why wouldn't he be like, hey, well, you know, such and such, you know. I'm not to go back and forth and make them look stupid or nothing like that. But
yeah, because once he says it, so that's the way it's supposed to be anyway.
Pretty much.
What a smack it on there. No,
I mean, you are honoring and obeying, right? I mean, you that Proverbs 30, 17, 24, whatever number y'all keep. Oh, buddy. Nope, you ain't getting that. That's incomplete.
No, but I just think it's important that things are practical. And I'm gonna say some things that we do listen to and that we share, they're not really that. Sometimes things are just outlandish, just crazy. Because I couldn't imagine being married and knowing that my husband is wrong, and me not saying nothing, me just saying, "That's my husband."
But I do think there is a.
That's my Willie Lee. That's my Willie Lee. Boy, Willie Lee Jones, that boy, he's something else.
Times
right
have changed to where
Even in that, though, I do think there's a nugget to pull out of there, and that is there because there is a way to disagree. In my opinion, is to disagree, and I don't want to say
it should be gentle.
Correct your husband. I mean, it's and I agree that the argument you shouldn't argue.
No. There's no reason to argue.
Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, voice your dissenting opinion, and we can talk about it in private behind doors.
Yeah.
Naked. It's harder to argue when you're naked.
Usually helps.
It's hard to argue when you're naked. Because if you get mad and your things start, parts start flipping and flopping, the other one's like, I really can't take you serious now because you look so cute with your little parts flopping like that.
I wouldn't know anything about all that. I don't know.
You could.
I don't know.
All you gotta do is start an argument. Shit,
No.
rest fall into place.
I don't like.
Every man know that trick.
I don't like to argue. I'm not.
And if not, he won't oppose to it. I promise you. Just introduce it. Be like, you know what? I'm real pissed at you right now, and I really want to give you a piece of my mind. But first, let's take our clothes off, and then you stand over there, and I'm getting ready to cuss you smooth the fuck out. And he gonna be like, all right. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Special needs.
No, I supply all my needs, me and the Lord.
Next one.
All right, here we go. Next one.
Hello?
Hey, how far are you from the house?
About 5 minutes. What's up?
Oh, never much. I just ran you some warm bubble water and got a couple of candles and some wine for you, waiting for you.
Well, thank you, babe. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, I'll see you when you get here.
All right, love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so Kim posted something that really doesn't convey very well on pod.
I thought I sent that on the code. I never skip because I'm like thinking I don't think that's the. Yeah, I don't think I meant to send that to the group. Shut up, Larry.
She got her groups messed up.
Hey, I was dizzy. I can use that for an excuse now.
Wait a minute. No, this was something. Something must happen on my clicking. So hang on 1 minute. I don't know what happened with that. Let me try this.
Before you get into an argument, remember this quote. A bee does not waste its energy trying to convince a fly that honey is better than shit. Some minds are not meant to be changed. Save your energy for what actually matters. Before you get into an argument, remember this quote. A bee does not waste its energy trying to convince a fly that honey is better than shit. Some minds are not meant to be changed. Save your energy for what actually matters. Before you get into an
I let that play twice, so because it was really quick. Yeah,
I liked it.
I thought that was cute. Now I would say that right there was what I sent. Yeah. Okay. Thinking like that thing with the candles. I don't think I sent that.
Okay. You posted opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like I just thought that was a nice way of saying sometimes just don't waste your energy. Don't
waste your time. Don't cast your pearls before swine.
Okay.
If people don't want to hear what you got to say and they already know, you already know. Don't because everybody don't want your help. No matter how good your help is, no matter how good your advice is. Mm-hmm. Oh damn, Bryce!
Or some people will just listen just for you to waste your time. I mean, they'll just let you waste your time
and be like, I ain't doing none of that. But hey, them the kind of conversations some people like.
Yeah, Juan he likes conversations.
You gonna take that one? You gonna take that from her?
I mean, I saw you pointing over here.
I
mean, I know who I am. I mean, yes, I have a issue. I mean, I agree. That is a great thought process. I am not that person yet.
Yeah, he's not.
I am a person who will more than willingly cast all of my pearls before all of the swine because I feel I have infinite capacity. I have several pearls. I have so many pearls.
He got strings of pearls where you keep them.
I got all the pearls. So I don't have a problem with casting them before swine because I don't know. Like I said,
he like wasting his pearls.
Yeah, he does.
Because I think if you throw enough pearls out there, eventually somebody gonna catch them. Eventually
they're gonna fall off the edge of the cliff.
Eventually that swine may be like, hey, it's a pearl. I shouldn't just munch up this and poop it back out. I believe that. So, yeah.
Some people don't, because some people are just too committed to their own perspective.
Right there.
And in that moment, you're wasting your time. So
definitely wasted. But hey, some people just don't mind. Some people have time to waste. I don't.
I guess I have time to waste.
I like to do that. But it's okay.
And I guess for me, it's. Now I will say I do have a certain point where I won't do it because my time, I do value my time, but there are times when I'm like, no, I think the putting this out there is more valuable than the time I may be appearing to air quote waste. So yeah,
you letting your little light shine.
It's not always about letting a light shine. It's just. Sometimes I think certain things need to be heard.
Certain things.
Yeah.
You think it, so that's your light, and you're letting it shine.
Okay. Let it shine.
When I think of letting your light shine, I think of more from Christianity type of standpoint. And I know it's not always religious things that I'm sharing.
No. When I say your light, just like your positive perspective, your good energy.
Not necessarily.
You know what I'm saying? The pearls that you're willing to waste on these.
Invest.
Yeah.
He's investing. He's not wasting. He's investing in these people.
A minute ago, he said, I'm more than happy to just throw my pearls amongst swine, and I have an infinite supply. So, yeah, wasting whatever.
He's going to invest in.
Hey, call it what you want to. If you know you ain't going to get, if you know you ain't going to get a return on your investment, that's a waste.
Yeah, true. That is a waste.
And sometimes you just know.
Sometimes there's peace in just walking away.
Oh, a lot of the peace. There's a lot of peace in just walking
all
away.
The peace.
Rather than standing in the middle of what has turned into either an argument or
a stupid conversation.
Yeah.
You go from talking to Milky Way candy bars to the Milky Way in the sky looks like a candy bar or something like that. Like I could just see
stupid conversations are fun. Ain't that right, Juan?
There's a connection.
There's a connection. He's trying to give you a high five, Juan. Juan doesn't want to give you a high five.
Not getting nothing on the stupid conversations?
No.
All right.
He's going to give you a clap, a slap or something. And he's giving you a round
of applause. Very entertaining.
Anyways. Next
one. All right. Here we go.
If you're on the left, you're being shown the stupidest dumbasses on the right that could possibly exist. You have no other choice in your mind but to think all of these people are insane. All of them are absolute idiots. And if you're on the right and you scroll through your feed and you're going to see the absolute dipshit morons on the left. And they're going to show you the most crazy psycho people possible over and over and over and over again until you say, this is the left. You walk into a Walmart, you're going to see people that voted in a way that you didn't vote. And they're not breaking shit. They're not screaming. They're not psycho. And they probably want the same things that you do. You have more in common with these people than you think. They want to feed their kids. They want to pay lower taxes. They want to feel safe in their own home. They want to chill. They want to come home at the end of the day and put their feet up and have some time off. They want to have time with their family. You have more in common with all those people that didn't vote the way you voted than some billionaire that's influencing media narratives. Even if that billionaire votes the same way you do, you still have more in common with that person that voted the other way that you see every day in your life that's not crazy. That is absolute engineered reality. I'm not sitting here trying to say, oh, you need to love your neighbor, you need to love people. I'm just saying the hatred that people are feeling for the other side is engineered. It is not real, and it's very difficult for people to admit that I have been manipulated. If you're on the left, you're being...
I don't remember seeing that.
It was there. What is your opinion?
Oh, I don't remember seeing that because I don't remember no parts of that. But it was saying, I guess.
We just heard it just.
I know, but it's saying if you're looking on the left, and I'm like, what are they looking at? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that. That's what I'm saying.
It's a political statement. It's talking about.
Okay, like the people. Okay, like Democrats versus Republicans, whatever. Yes. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. But I'm like, I don't remember seeing it. But
now who's who? Who's left and who's right, Kim?
I guess the people. I'm assuming the people that want to feed their family is the Democratic Party. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't.
I mean, no. It's talking the left and the right. It's the political left, the political right. It's not look at the people on the left in this video. It's
okay.
I think it's speaking of the people
left,
like on the left. The people on the left are the common people, the people who work, the people who are not millionaires. The people on the right are the millionaires. The people in power. Those people are different from us. Regardless of how all the people on the left have voted, whether you're low class, middle class, or whatever, we all still have those same types of values, the same types of things that we're trying to achieve and accomplish. And even though we all didn't vote the same, we all have more in common with each other, or we're more we have more things in common with each other in how we live and our values and what we're striving to do and to have in life than those of the millionaires. Because regardless of who wins the election, half the time they go untouched because they have so much money. It's not going to matter so much to them. They don't have the same values as we do. They don't.
It never trickles down.
Even value their money in the same way that we do. So I think that's what it's saying. It's like we're looking at each other like you're poor and you're voted for such and such, and like you're so much different from me. But at the end of the day, I have more in common with this person who is like this than I do with this millionaire or billionaire, because I'm not.
What do you think?
What do you see?
Because you posted it, I think. Yeah, you posted it.
Of course. You know he posted it after left and right, whoever. He's the only one that speaks like that. Everybody else is the Democratic and Republicans because he's the only one that really know the difference.
The left are typically liberal leaning. It's the political left.
See, liberal, conservative, all of that. Still ain't saying Democratic or Republican. That's what we recognize.
It's not parties. I mean, it's. I mean, you would be Kim. You would be a more left leaning person.
I'm a liberal.
Pause. Hold on. Kim, you would be a more left-leaning person.
Yes.
You're not a Democrat or a Republican. Yeah. You're a libertarian. So it's talking about where you lean on the political spectrum. Typically,
mad at me for saying
people who lean left are more liberal. People who lean right are more conservative.
What does conservative mean? Okay, yes, I'm sorry.
It's you have conservative values. Those are typically the people anti-abortion. Business taxes need to be lower. It's more conservative. The Conservative Party, the Republican-esque platform.
Not necessarily Republican.
But it's not just the two parties because there are further leaning versions of all of them. But it's just
the Green Party and all that.
You would be more of a right-leaning person.
Right, but it's saying that even though that's the divide, whether you're Democratic or Republican, or whether you voted this way or whether you voted that way, what it's saying that forget the lines of where you actually voted.
We all have more in common.
We would have more in common with the people who are most like us, meaning if you are a billionaire, then you're actually on this side of the line regardless of how you voted. And if you're not a billionaire, you're on this side of the line regardless of how you voted. You would have more in common with these people.
Yeah, because typically when you look online, most people are like those crazy psycho liberals, crazies. And they're picketing and burning up cities and things of that nature. And the same thing on the other end. You see the extremes. as opposed to seeing individuals as individuals,
Right.
and knowing, okay, I know this person as a person. And that's one of the things that I think we lose in the algorithm of social media. We lose that
individuality.
We lose individuals and knowing people, and we just look at opinions, and that's what we get caught up on.
I mean, and that's bad, but yeah, I see that. I mean, true.
Next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Uh-oh, you having a Chris moment.
No, I just got to scroll down. My feed went back to the top of the screen.
This is what generational empathy sounds like.
Our parents didn't have the luxury of finding themselves. They didn't have the coaches or podcasts telling them to regulate their nervous system. They had bills, babies, and pain, and they still showed up. And they held families together while carrying pain that they never got to name. They didn't heal with therapy trends. They healed through faith, through feeding their families, through doing what needed to be done. And adult kids now look back and criticize their emotional intelligence, forgetting that that generation built the foundation that everyone now stands on. They didn't get to rest. You do because of them.
All right, instead of generational empathy, we are all suffering from what C.S. Lewis called chronological snobbery. We take for granted all that past generations provided, and while standing on their shoulders, we mock them in order to harvest a crop of unearned virtue. This is what generational...
Yeah, it was over your head too. Yeah, me too.
No, I just listening to that. I never mocked my mom. I mean, like I never, like we're aware of the generations, how we have more. I'm gonna say luxuries and things like that. Like I know my mom. I watched her struggle, and my mom's faith was her, kind of her foundation or whatever. But my mom also, she sought therapy. I mean, that's where I first ever heard of therapy, because we all had to go to therapy for her. I mean, so even though she got it a little late, I think if my mom would have been maybe introduced to therapy a little bit earlier in her life, I mean, she might have been okay. But I've never, like, I guess when they say we mock our parents and things like that, by the way they raised us, I think my mom did the best she could raising. I mean, I think she did the best she could with what she had, with her resources. Now looking back, like at her mom, looking at my mom's mom, how she, navigated through her life, just hearing like stories of how she used to be and things like that. So my mom did the best she could, I think. I mean, I don't ever.
I think generational empathy is just about not comparing the past with the present and not trying to make it a competition as to who had it worse or who has it better, and just letting each generation stand on its own issues and just acknowledging that, like not saying we had it worse or y'all don't realize how good you have it. Because in this moment, thinking how good we have it, because a slave, someone who came up in slavery, can say the same thing to our parents. It's like, you don't know how good you have it. But then our parents, who still dealt with racism and things like this, can say to our generation, you don't know how good you have it. And then us having to deal with all the different things. So like each generation is different. And I think generational empathy is just realizing the differences in each generation and just allowing it to stand for its own without comparing them and trying to say which is worse or which is better. Just understanding the current struggles. Right.
Because, I mean, although you don't look back at your mom and discount what she went through, how often do we as this generation look at our kids and be like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't know how easy y'all got it. But they're going through their own struggle because they weren't in the same environment. I mean, we weren't raised around constant bombardment of Information. We weren't raised around never being able to get away with the person who may be harassing you at school. For us, our school day ended. We got to go home and we was called up in our house.
Yeah.
These guys were raised where, you know what, if you turn on your phone, you're going to keep getting notification from that person that's bullying you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so it's not just, I don't look at my mom. No, we've done it on pod. We look at our kids and be like, and these kids are soft or something to that extent.
Yeah.
But no, the generational empathy comes with realizing they deal with their own things. And you know, while it's not what we dealt with, it's something to them.
Yeah, it's definitely something to them.
It's harder, I think, for people of our age group, our generation, to actually have that type of information. To actually know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea what's out there. You say that like you realize that there's, you know, which I kind of do and I don't. So maybe I've got to disconnect and maybe I didn't connect enough or whatever. But it's like times have changed so much from when I was, you know, in that age to now that even like, you know, even with my youngest son who's 22, it's like there's a lot of stuff that he's been on as far as technology wise that I don't even know exists still. And he may have been on it for years and years. I just don't know. You know? That's but
that's what I'm saying. That's where I think what Tanya was saying comes in. It's don't discount what they say that they're going through just because it's not what we were going through.
Yeah. But I'd like
and a lot of times we will do that.
I just don't know the vehicle to find out like exactly what it is they're going through, you know, how things are.
I mean, just like we talk about communication with relationships, our relationships with our kids and their kids, it's a relationship. Communication means something.
Yeah, communication is very important.
And I think that's another thing that we
as parents
don't always do. I mean, I know I can only speak for myself. I know I have not always been the most communicative as far as, hey, you guys communicate up to me. Let me know what you're feeling. Yeah. I wasn't that parent.
I'm a cool parent. No,
I'm trying to become a parent that's like, yeah, you know, talk to me. Let me know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, you know, at the time, I mean, nah, shut up.
Yeah, you're a child. Still a child.
Yes, I was that parent. So I mean, you know.
Yes, I love hearing my daughter tell stories of you. It's just so funny because I never seen you being that person. I was like, oh, that's your uncle. He's like, no, Uncle want to whoop me. I'm like, girl, please, it's not that serious.
I mean, I'm self-aware enough to know the type of parent I was. You know, there was room for improvement. You know, so
I mean, there was always room for improvement because we didn't get a book of how to parent.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the crazy thing.
Not come with instruction manuals.
I mean, it's just like, you know, and like it was like, well, when you become a mother, this is what's going to happen, and boo 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 boo, you know, whatever.
Yes.
So, you know, you do the best you can with what you got.
And I think that's where the communication comes in. I mean, we have to be, as parents, we have to be mature and humble enough to go back. I mean, even though it's years beyond, you know what? I didn't do everything right with you, and I apologize about that.
Yeah.
But I think also that, I mean, on the other hand too, it's like we have a responsibility. Like I think about like he might have been out on that one. I think about like with my parents and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I understand now that I have, you know, my kids are grown or whatever. I think he's all right on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that how I felt at some point in time where it was just, I'm just going to do the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can do. And then after going through that myself, you know what I'm saying, then it's easier for me to look back on whatever I feel like, and I'm air quoting, my shortcomings was coming up, you know, under my parents. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what? They did the best they could. You know what I'm saying? And to hold, for me, for, you know, people of our generation and older, to hold stuff like that against their parents is just freaking ridiculous, especially when you've been through it yourself and you know what it's like to just be doing the best you can. And by the grace of God, that's enough to keep you out of jail, and the kids, you know, stomachs halfway full till they can get to school the next morning.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but everybody's story is different. But yeah, I think that between that and the fact of, I know I see people of like around my kids' age where they try to compare where, say, their parents are now to where they are, you know. So like I look at Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? All right, so prime example, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even 30 yet. About to be. But you know what I'm saying? But he's you know, he's got his own spot, he's got his own established, you know, he's a homeowner. You know, and he was, you know, sweating that before, and I'm like, man, you realize I was like over 40 before I bought my first house. So the fact that you're even in a position to be able to do it, whether it's what you really want or not, you still ahead of the game. Shut up.
It's a blessing.
You got your foot in the door now.
But this is where the empathy comes in. He ain't just looking at you.
He's looking at probably his friends.
Do you realize how many 20-something-year-olds already own their homes online?
Have owned homes.
Or at least you assume they own their homes. So it's not just, you're not his only barometer. There's other things he's measuring himself against. And that's where we have to be empathetic and be like, you know what? I don't want to discount what you're going through.
Yeah.
So to me, do you realize how far you are? Compared to me, no. It's I understand. You see other people. You're still doing good, bud. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Keep grinding. Grinding,
but see, the reason why I brought it up, the reason why I brought that up is because really, what happened? We just intercepted it in the end zone. What?
Life happens fast.
Evidently, I just saw them running the ball back. I don't know what happened.
That's crazy. Okay.
Sorry.
But he never expressed that to me. Now, had he been like, you know, well, I see my friends and they're doing this, he didn't say that. I only heard, I want, you know, basically in a nutshell, I want what you got. And he would ask me, how do I do this? How do I do that? Asking me how I got what I got. And that's fine. But then for him to put that pressure on himself to try to have what I have, when I'm, you know, 40 plus, you know, and he's mid 20s, you know, it's like, hey, you know, I got to let him know, hey, you know, you're doing good, just as you say it, but he didn't present it to me as far as like, you know, it looked like he was looking to me totally as his barometer.
Right.
Makes sense. Go on.
I'd already said what I said, didn't I?
No, I'm talking next.
Oh,
look,
okay.
I'm like, because I seen you. He was like, I'm gonna I said, go on, go to next, go to next.
So they must have brought it back. They must have called it an incomplete, and then they gave him the ball back.
No, they said he was down, went off the possession chain, so they didn't score the touchdown.
Sunday again.
But how did they get the ball if we intercepted it in the end zone?
We fumbled. That's what the replay was just showing. We fumbled the ball.
Damn. Bryce fumbled.
I think it was Chuba.
Oh. Yeah, but they killing them legs.
All right, here we go. Next one.
I'm the only one that's never heard of the GPS theory. Man, this is so dope to me. So the GPS theory goes like this. Whenever you enter an address into your navigation, your GPS routes you to that destination. But if you make a wrong turn, the system doesn't judge you. It doesn't yell at you. It doesn't get upset. It just reroutes you. And no matter how many wrong turns you make, it's always going to reroute you to the exact location. The GPS knows where you're trying to go. The route may change, but the destination never dissolves. And the same is life. You always have a destination, The route may not be what you initially set out on, but it doesn't matter. And it also doesn't matter how many wrong turns you take. You can always end up at your destination, as long as you forgive yourself for every wrong turn. Man, that's legit. I love that. Am I the only one that...
GPS. Never heard of that. I mean that. I've heard of a GPS. But I've never heard of that theory or whatever.
Yeah, it sounded like bull to me.
It
Wow.
like bull. That's kind of like
because
life.
Elaborate, please.
Okay, all right.
It's life. No matter which way you go,
it's true to an extent, but how he wrapped it up, I didn't agree with. He had me, until like how he wrapped it up, and you got to forgive yourself and all of that. Forgiveness, it doesn't matter. You don't have to forgive yourself. You just keep following the freaking GPS. So it doesn't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This whole forgiveness, and you forgive yourself, and you do all. And then the thing about it is, it's a GPS. No, God has already numbered your steps and got your path straight. Now, if he really wanted to get in with the GPS, then he would have brought it more in like that. But what this little bullshit, what he popping right now, I ain't really feeling it.
I just think he's saying that mistakes aren't failures. And that you have to forgive yourself in order to. It's a redirection. When you make a mistake, it's a redirection.
It's a choice that you have to make. You can either take it as a failure, or you can take it as a redirection, or you could just be like, flip it. What do I need to do next? And okay, and I'm still going to end at my destination because I'm following the GPS.
But if you sit in a failure, that's like sitting in a. That's like you're not moving. Mm-hmm. You have to. Even if you see it as a failure, a lot of people sit in a failure and never move forward because you feel like you failed, you sit there. But even with the GPS, all he's saying is, and I think the analogy is in the fact that in a GPS, even if you make a wrong turn, it doesn't matter how many wrong turns you make.
Rerouting.
It just continues to reroute you. So you just keep following the GPS and you get to where it is you're trying to go. So in those failures, he's saying don't sit there. Like if you turn left and it's a dead end road, you got to make a U-turn. The GPS is going to reroute you another way. But if you sit there in the dead end and just look at it, you stuck. You're just stuck there.
Why would you do that? I don't understand why you would do that. Because you're following the GPS. That's what the GPS is for you to get
that's the analogy. That's what the whole purpose of the analogy is. Because most people don't realize what their GPS is. Because for me, I was a huge proponent. I was a huge fan of that whole thing because it kind of reinforced some of the stuff that I learned working with Jared. My GPS is the person that I want to be. What is the person that I want to be? The things that get me off track with that are the self-talk, the negative self-talk that I would have, emotional feelings that I would have. Those are contrary to the true person that I want to be. And like I said, that was part of the work that me and him did was me just does this help you does this point you in the direction of the person that you want to be? If not, you have to let that go. You have to forgive yourself. That happened. Let it go, and let's get back to the person that you want to be. Everybody doesn't do that. And like I'm speaking personally, I know I didn't do that. That's something that I'm working on and learning. But the GPS being my ideal person, the ideal version of myself
that you're trying to get to,
that I'm trying to get to. Everything else, that's a diversion from that.
Okay, but when have you ever been following your GPS and do make a wrong turn and then just be like, oh my God, I'm never going to get there because I turned right here and I should have been there. So I'm just going to stop here and sulk even though I got to be there in 20 minutes.
But this is the thing. You're just using the GPS aspect of it.
But that's what apply that in real life. That's what's supposed to be so catchy about the whole thing is the fact that you're using the GPS. That's why it's so profound.
Right. You're using it in life.
Yeah, it's like
most people don't. Most people will get off track and they'll sulk in it.
Instead of redirecting.
Instead of saying, whoa, this is my destination that I'm trying to get to, a lot of people will say, oh man, I messed up. I done screwed this up.
Yeah,
How many women go to college?
I done screwed it up.
College with a plan in mind. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to college so that I can be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
They get to college. They meet a guy. They meet people. They get pregnant. They leave school. And they never finish that dream because you feel like I messed up, and you let people tell you that you're this and you're that because you ended up getting pregnant. And instead of redirecting yourself, that GPS, you could still stay on that path to be a doctor. Guess what? It's going to be harder now. Much harder. It's going to take longer, just like a GPS. Now you're not going to get there in 15 minutes. Now you're going to get there in 30.
2 miles out of route.
Yes, but you can still get there. It's just that if you do that self-talk and allow people to tell you what you're not because you made this one wrong turn,
I understand
you can
that
still
part,
get there
but
though.
That doesn't go with GPSing though.
It does, because the GPSing is how you are rerouted, and it's just saying reroute yourself, forgive yourself, and move forward.
If you're saying that people can't forgive themselves and they just stop following the GPS, then they stop following the GPS. Yeah, they're gonna get they're not gonna get where they're going because you're not following the freaking GPS.
But I think when he was saying forgiving yourself, that's something totally. Everybody.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's the analogy is that you should run your life like a GPS.
Yeah.
You should run your plan like a GPS. Like have a destination, just like your car has a GPS. Run your different perspectives of life on a GPS.
Yeah.
Continue to strive to get to that same point, and whenever you get off track, just redirect and learn from your mistakes so that you can get there. It's saying in a GPS, it's going to keep rerouting to get you there. So run your life like you're using a GPS to get somewhere, and don't just get somewhere and then stop. Because the GPS isn't going to do that. So run your life like a GPS, and I think that's all he's saying.
A GPS, good analogy.
Okay.
Talking about a GPS.
Unless you're Larry, because he thinks that's the stupidest analogy.
No, it's not. But then, what I just got off of what she was just saying was like, you have to be the GPS.
Right.
Yeah. Like
you have to be the GPS. You're not following the GPS. You have to be the GPS.
Right.
And the GPS will always reroute you. So if you got to... I know it sounds stupid, but that one little word, that one little 2-letter word,
will get you out.
Changed it all.
Yeah,
it changed it all for me. I'm sorry.
Good. No, it's okay.
But that's communication.
The funny thing about a GPS is, about the rerouting. I remember we went down to Adrian's or whatever, and my GPS kept rerouting me, but it showed on the destination where I supposed to be in like 2 streets over, but the GPS because of new construction, I'm guessing it would not let me get there. It would not let me get. When we were, I think we went to Wake, whatever. Adrian and them had something. We went down there, and y'all can say, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah," but the GPS keeps rerouting me. I could see where I'm supposed to be, but my GPS kept rerouting me, and I could not get there for whatever reason.
Okay, so this is also a horrible analogy for Kim as well.
It's a great analogy for me, but I just thought of that GPS thing where it just kept taking me, and it would not let me get to my destination because of new construction that they had just had. And with the GPS, they got to update stuff. But anyways, Juan, that was not a terrible analogy for me. I was just sharing a GPS story. Next, Juan,
you keep talking.
Okay, I'll just keep talking because they're watching the football game right now.
Son of a...
And the Panthers are not winning. And it looks like, according...
but he was out.
They're making a lot of bad mistakes. Oh, no, not them. That's the green team.
Yeah, don't none of that count because he was out of the bounds. Was he?
He was out of bounds.
No, he was in.
Okay.
He popped. Yeah.
Here we go. We're getting ready to play the next one.
All right, it's this last one.
I think you got 3 more. 2 more, maybe. Well, we can run some of them over for next week because Juan might have a lazy week this week. Because it's New Year's coming up. But go ahead.
In the 1970s, a psychology professor by the name of Robert Kleck from Dartmouth, he conducted this fascinating experiment where he brought people together, he split them into groups, and with one group, he drew a scar on their face, from their right ear to the side of their mouth. Big, ugly scar, and he let them see themselves in a hand mirror. Then he sends the groups out to have conversation with strangers, right? So you have one group that has this scar, another group has no scar. After the conversations, they come back and they report on how they felt the conversation went. The group with the scar overwhelmingly reported that they felt judged, it was tense, the other person was distant because of the scar. But here is where it gets really interesting. If we rewind just a little bit, right before the researcher sent them out into these conversations, he applied moisturizing cream to the scar. So they'd just seen themselves in the mirror. He then applies his cream, but he doesn't tell them that he's removing the scar.
Wow.
So now they have no scar on their face, but they believe that they do.
No.
They go into these conversations believing, expecting they will be treated badly, poorly, judged. And that's what they experienced.
Wow.
It's wild. When you think about the implications for us in our lives, okay, it may not be a physical scar, but we all have beliefs or expectations about ourselves based on how we see ourselves, our self-image. And then we're going to notice things that reinforce it because of how the brain is wired. Confirmation bias, selective attention. Your brain is wired to magnify what you focus on. So if you're going into your life, into your conversations, into your meetings, into your work, believing that you're not worthy, that you're not capable, that you don't deserve it, you're going to notice things that reinforce that, and it's only going to make you feel worse. In the 1970s, a psychology professor by the name of...
Why do you always look at me, Juan?
We did one like a
this
week
before?
or two ago that kind of had the same psychological sentiment.
Yeah.
That's all I got on it. The boys is losing, man. Shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was we did do one similar to that. But yeah, that's crazy how they did that little study, I guess. They didn't know that they had taken the mark off their face and they were still expecting that same
Do you remember like when we were in school, they had this little experiment, or they told us about it, where like they would say that, you know, they would have like 10 people come up to people and be like, "Are you okay? Damn, you look sick." And they'd be feeling fine, but the more that people told them that they looked sick,
the more they didn't feel good.
the more they started to feel bad.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Now I'm double done. And these motherfuckers done
He
scored
said,
again.
and I'm double done. But yeah, that's a...
And then they scored again. Dang.
Forgot about that little thing. That little...
Yeah, but I mean,
Kind of about how your experiences shape your identity and how you perceive something and how that imprint remains. Like, it doesn't go away. Even though, like I said, they removed the scar without them knowing. If you compare that to a life experience, maybe it's not happening anymore, but you still perceive things from that perspective because it's still there. So that's how you see things because of this thing that happened, even though it happened a while ago. So yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot to be said about it.
What's your take, Juan? You sitting there, your lips all clenched. Like,
My lips aren't clenched.
yeah, you was like,
I mean, I just think it's I think it's
you
really
missed it.
cool to just. I think it goes to show just the power of the mind, our minds and our belief system. It goes to show how powerful those are in shaping our outcomes, because it wasn't even a real scar to begin with. So I mean, it's these people went out and had perceptions and belief based on something that wasn't real to begin with. And then once that unreal thing had been removed, they still had those perceptions. I just think that's really, again, that just goes to show me the power that we possess in just our beliefs and our opinions and our thoughts of how the world around us is happening.
True.
So.
Very true.
I thought you said that was going to be the last one
that's
because
the
we're
last
watching
one?
the game.
Oh, well,
no,
that's
it's
fine.
definitely not the last one, but
Okay,
I thought
we're
you
good
said
then.
that was the
It's
last
three.
one.
I mean, it's a good
Well,
time.
you ain't get to 1:30, so I mean,
Don't do that, because you didn't ever come yesterday. But it's okay.
It's
Gotta
all right.
put me on blast. I'm moving in slow motion now.
I was moving in slow motion too.
You wasn't even moving. You wasn't even moving because Juan text, I called, and then we had to
I
call.
was asleep and ignoring you, Negro.
You should never ignore us.
I don't like
I see
it when
that
you
now.
fight.
Now y'all get that woman that lay beside me involved. What if
That's
she
right.
was asleep?
Yeah.
Y'all really would have been messed up for doing the nasty, and she ain't answered her phone.
Well, she would stop for me. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. She was like, "Yeah, he's right here. He has not been."
Nah, she probably would text you back. Yeah, she probably would text you back. Now, hold on, I gotta tell her on the side. I gotta text Kim back.
She don't usually she call it be something. Let me see what this is. But this is going to conclude this week's recording. When we talk to y'all, it'll be 2026. So we hope everyone has a very
Happy New Year,
safe,
everybody.
We will talk to you next year. Happy New Year.
We will talk to y'all
to
next
you.
year. Again, thank you guys that have supported throughout the year.
It's been a hell of a year.
Yeah, it's been a great year. We're
been
doing
fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
this will be our first
This
year.
will be our
we've only
first
done,
year.
Yeah, well, it's
So,
not full year,
you
but
know,
next year will be our first full year.
Yeah, it'll be our anniversary.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So thank you guys that supported. Thank you guys who haven't supported. We just thank everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week. Y'all be safe out there and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, yeah. Catch us
Oh, yeah.
on Instagram at 3SG Pod.
Yeah.
You can get us anywhere you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Or you can get us directly from our website, 3sgpod.gray, the number 8, fam.com.
3sgpod.gray8fam.com.
Oh my gosh.
Chapter long.
No.
There you go. All right.
Y'all have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.